All right, let's start the first PDC team review. For this first interview, I wanted to start with the team that is well established, a returning team, a team that could talk about their last season, a team that could talk about the current season. So for this team interview, I am going to welcome the previous PDC winners, Team Jeffree. Now, Team Jeffree, this is the same team that went through the tournament weekend together. So I'm going to have them start, and we can start with Cheese, and we can give an introduction using your name, and we also want to include the position that you play and an in-game name.
I'm Cheese. I play position 4, and I'm like 2K MMR.
I'm Corey. My in-game name is Corey, and I play position 1 heroes, but also position 3 heroes in position 1.
Hey, my name's Jeff. My in-game name is Chad Westlake, Westlake Season, Westlake Official Mentality, and I play position 2, and I grief, and then everyone carries me.
Joey?
Blatant sandbagger, Joey. Sicknasty here. I play POS 5. And I'm better at it.
Alright, Wabowski, quick intro.
Muted.
Alright, Webby's AFK. He plays off lane for the team.
He's in the Discord.
He's in the Discord. He's not deafened. He just must be away eating food or something.
No, more than likely what happened is he just mutes his pause 5s. I hear him tell Joey he's muted all the time.
That's fair. Alright,
Anyway.
with introductions out of the way, we're going to move to the first question. So compared to last season, how are you guys finding the competitiveness this season? Is it tougher? Is it easier? What are you guys' thoughts?
I think it's about the same. I think we're beating ourselves more than other teams are.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I feel like the games that we lost, it's because we lost to ourselves and our
Opium.
team self-destructed.
This shit is so fucking easy, it hurts.
Alright, so just quick statistic. Me on agility carries 25% win rate. Me on strength carries 100%.
Noted for tonight.
Alright, so tonight's game, the thing to look out for, is basically we can predict whether the game's going to win or not if Corey's on strength carries. Is there any other stats? What about Joey? Is it over/under deaths for Joey? If he dies more, do you guys win? Less if you guys win?
I think.
So fun fact,
Joey...
I actually don't die as much in competitive games, nearly as much as I do in pubs.
We should.
So
Not
you-
even close.
Joey, I don't know how many times you've died in our lanes, but I would say it's like, on average, probably 3 a game.
Yeah.
That is so much less than my pubs.
There's so much less. How many times are you dying in lanes and pubs?
Oh, in lanes?
No, I'm not watching all your replays like I used to.
Depends. Probably.
I didn't have Dota installed right
Probably
now.
like 4.
Oh, I do.
If we randomly pause because someone is deafened, someone might leave the game then and there.
The game.
Alright.
Next
So
question?
that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna take that
Is it
one into my
Captain?
next question. Those are good takes. So next I was wondering what you guys believe to be the reason for your success on tournament weekend last season.
So game 1, I talk a lot in our games, whether or not I call. I was kind of stressed, and then I decided after we lost that I didn't care, so I went and smoked like all the weed I had, and then we won.
Tournament weekend, I pretty much, like most games, didn't say anything. And like ND2L, kind of like over microed my team, perhaps, and got me in the bad habits, at least for this team. Also, I think our draft identity is a little whack. I feel like us all playing like different teams for MD2L has gotten like our ideas of like what we want to play skewed. So like maybe our roles on the other teams or like in like what we had to do in those roles is just different from what we were successful with last season. And
Played a lot of Dota since then. CBD pack.
So I have a bit of a take for why we bounced back, and a bit of a question after. So
Sure.
after the first series, I think you guys can all remember it was pretty rough, and the morale was quite low.
Yeah, that Riki situation.
Yeah, well, in both of the games that we lost,
Mhm,
because we were like one of the top seeds and we were expected to win, and then
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
we
We all
threw
thought we
both
were gonna
games and
win.
we lost. So after that, we had Sicknasty as a stand-in, and like
True.
I think that like I don't know when he makes plays, he usually like laughs a lot and like says a lot of I don't
He
know
brought a lot
morale
of
boosting
positive
stuff on the
energy, yeah.
comms.
Yeah, yeah.
So
We're trying to get him to do that again, but
I think
the
that helped us
check's not
bounce
clicking.
back. And I do think that like Shane and Sicknasty are like very important to keeping the morale of this team up, like but in different ways. So it's interesting seeing the team play with like one or the other because I feel like some games we would win with Shane, and some games we would win with Sicknasty, depending on what's going wrong on our team.
That sounds
No,
good.
no, no, no,
It
no, no,
sounds
no,
like
no,
you
no.
guys
I
will
think
be
we need to
doing.
kick someone. Is the plan? It's like we
The question
went
is
undefeated
who?
after kicking someone.
The question is who?
I don't know. It's up in the air.
All right, we're gonna move on to question 3. So, if you guys are willing and you don't think it's gonna be detrimental to your future matches, what are you guys' thoughts on the current heroes that are commonly picked? Do you prefer to pick to like the stick to the pro scene? Do you guys prefer to create your own style, or like somewhere in between?
Buck
So,
DP.
wait. Let me. I draft for our team, right? So basically, the strat that I've been using is I uninstalled Dota after MD2L tournament weekend, and I've only played officials, and I've watched a decent amount of games. I've only griefed pubs, so I just try to pick the stuff that I think is gonna make my teammates the most upset as possible.
Yeah, and like 50% win rate. Honestly, pretty bad. Don't know if that's like a
True.
viable strategy going forward.
True.
However, I do think that like if we play to our strengths, that we'll do better. I did give a little bit of draft insight. A strength hero Corey, 100% win rate.
I think also Webby's got the finger on the Chinese pulse.
Webby's always had a finger on a Chinese pulse. I don't know if like that's just like his kind of woman, and that's just how it goes. But
There's kind of like a theory, right, that Webby's pulse on the Chinese scene isn't as height as he says. I don't think Webby watches quite as many Chinese games as
I think he looks at Chinese
really
Dota
does.
2 Pro Trackers. What he does.
I believe that.
How would you compare PDC to similar leagues like MD2L, RD2L, or AD2L in terms of competitiveness of your components? Like, would you say as individuals you put more effort into leagues over PDC, into other leagues compared to PDC?
I would say I put more effort in scrimming in other leagues, but in the old PDC, I would put it like on the same tier as like, yeah, it's a little bit higher than RD2L in terms of competitiveness. RD2L, like, it's like a 50-50 whether you want teammates to grief or teammates to win. And like sometimes that can change in between games. In PDC, generally everyone wants to have fun, but they also want to win. So it's like you get a little bit of both, and then sometimes Jeffree basically deafens himself during the draft and presses the heroes that he wants.
Yeah. I find that PDC really does hit that nice middle ground where it's not as competitive as MD2L. You don't pay for it, but it's not like a total grief like RD2L where like every season and then there's the off season and then people do it again and then they realize that they hate doing it but then they do it again anyway. And then there's just weird like I don't know mentally unwell individuals that just play RD2L every season. That I don't understand. But I think PDC really has a nice place.
Being able to have full control over your team and not like not feel like the super pressure of like money stakes is nice. If money was involved in PDC, people would definitely be a lot more salty and competitive. And that's kind of how like MD2L is. People are like hyper competitive about MD2L because there's money on the line, even though like you're playing a full season, it's like worse than like working in a sweatshop in China if you win. So it's like compared to the hours you have to put in. So I don't know.
Do you guys
It's
think the lack of adjustments in PDC make it less competitive, or do you think it's like the
No.
same? Is there any unfair advantage to having these high MR players?
No,
No,
they're
I
all
don't-
trash. Not anyone that's played so far.
So the last question I wanted to ask are gonna be these last few questions are gonna be a little bit more fun. You see them asked to like sports teams. So we're gonna go through each of you. And if you had a daughter, who on the team would be the most likely to break their heart? We're gonna start with Cheese and go down.
It'd be Joey for sure.
yeah,
You're not
Joey.
Cheese, but
I don't care. Who
Fucking say.
who would fucking say? Who
Webby,
would
you're
not say
back for
fucking
this!
Joey? Who would not say Joey on the team? If you would not say Joey, please give your answer.
I'd be a little more likely to eat their heart than break it, to be honest.
All right, that's fucked up. I don't think they were talking.
You know, if
to
I had
me.
a daughter, I don't want any of these nerds near my daughter.
yeah, but you have to be the most likely to break their heart.
Definitely would be Joey.
Okay, okay.
Joey,
Yeah.
Joey's gonna be
Joey,
Oh, give me
Joey,
butters!
Joey feels like the kind that would like have sex on the first date and then ghost.
Hell yeah!
All
kinda
right. On
hard
to
to
the
read,
next
huh?
question.
Is that reaction, or did you tech chase that, Corey?
That's just vibes.
Can't
Just
say I
like-
haven't done it.
What's the next question, Shane?
All right. Next question. Person most likely on the team to grief in a pub match. Start with Cheese.
Oh, that's a good question, dude.
brief in a pub match. Oh man.
That's like a shit, Joey.
Okay.
I mean,
Jeez,
maybe,
what's your answer?
you know,
You gotta
I
come back
have-
to me. I gotta think about this.
All right.
Okay,
we'll
okay, okay. I'll go next. I'll go
I've been to
next.
a lot of pubs, dude.
Yeah,
I've
no,
been to a
no,
lot of pubs.
no.
Let Corey go.
I've seen Cheese play several heroes, including Winter Wyvern and Terrorblade, at the same time, and that's all I'll say.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna save myself.
All right, Jeffree. Who do you think?
I mean, honestly, probably Webby.
What?
You watch solo queue?
No, I have never watched a Webby solo queue
You
game
never
from
watched
start to
Webby solo
finish.
queue?
No
Webby
boots to
griefs all his
SLRs.
pubs.
I've seen Webby get
Minimum,
griefed a
he
lot.
griefs comms.
Yeah.
You've seen Webby, don't think I won't run it down. All this
Yeah. No, I had a. I've
Webby's
a.
most likely to grief a solo pub. Party
I have a-
pubs, it's definitely me or Joey.
I have a friend that's queued into Webby several times, and he says the reason why Webby's name is Every Game is Griefed is because he's in every game.
All right,
What do
moving
you
on
think
to
about that,
Joey.
Webby?
Joey, who do you think is griefs the most on your team? Who's most likely to grief in a pub?
No hesitation, I'll grief.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think you're. It's,
think
it's
I
a
won't do
weird
it.
for you to
Don't
be the
think-
only person to think that you are the most likely to grief a pub, though. All right, Webby, you got an opinion here, or you gone again?
I would say Jeffree, but Joey did buy Hurricane Pike on Bristol within the last week and a half.
It's stats and a force staff. I,
mean,
don't know.
I'm on the griefer list more than Joey is.
I could probably find a game where I went Tranquil Boots Daedalus on Chen.
So I'll just say, look up my Winter Wyvern win rate or Terrorblade win rate.
Yo, Sammy Boy's tweeting
Alright,
Pango
alright.
can't chainstone with roll anymore.
All right, not the now, Jeffrey.
I can't believe that.
All right, and then here's the last question before we finish this interview. Now, who is the most likely to be eating fast food either right before an official or during an official?
That's like 99% me. 99.
I do it all the time.
Dude, I don't think there's an official that I haven't had like
Dude, I have,
food
like, a
with me.
taco in one hand, every lane.
Joey, I watch your webcam. That's not the truth.
No, some of them. What? No,
Yeah, Joey, that's cap. I've watched your
I have.
streams.
Not every lane.
All right, Joey, come on. You don't, no capping
Bob?
on the brand, bro. No capping on the brand.
No, I've eaten during so many fucking games. Bob
You guys are
screams at me
animals.
constantly for it.
Yeah.
Every time I ask Bob to queue, he's like, "Did you eat yet?" And then I have to lie.
That was the last question
try
I
to
have
keep
for
it
you
under wraps
guys.
when I'm streaming.
I
Well,
thank you.
Shane.
Yeah, thank you for coming to the interview.
Yeah,
I think I'm
could
gonna
you-
end it
could
about
you play that
here.
song I sent you? Here?
I did not play that song I sent you.
No,